and welcome to the Kids
Reviews!
My name is Hannah and this is
Jacob.
And today you guys will be hearing a review about Hard Rock Riviera Maya. This is one of our favorite resorts so far, and I hope it will be yours too. Let's get on to the video. Hello everyone and welcome back to the Kids Reviews. Today we'll be talking about an amazing resort called Hard Rock Riviera Maya. This place was so great for me and my family because it was the perfect getaway, it was nice and warm, and had lots to do. From the Cancun airport to Hard Rock Riviera Maya, it was 1 hour and 2 minutes, including the other stops because it's pretty far from the airport, but it was a beautiful, relaxing drive. Lots of iguanas, and you got to see what the country looks like. There are two sides of the resort. One side is the blue lobby, which is the adult side, and the red side is the family area, which is the part I'm touring. There are lots of stores to choose from, but it's a lot of expensive stuff, but that's okay. This is the bar. The bar was honestly amazing because you could pick a lot of drinks and there was a few games here and there you could play. Now the Cafe Toe. The cafe was honestly really nice because you got to pick a lot of coffee options as well as food and desserts. My favorite part of it was you could grab a snack whenever you wanted. I always got the croissant, which was one of my favorites, but one of the days they were dry, but that's okay. It didn't stop me from eating it. Sometimes there's also donuts. Here are the pastries that you have to ask for and wait for line, as well as fruits and jello. Now we're going to go to the buffet located in the family lobby, the market. The market was a big buffet with lots of options to choose from. I will be showing you guys the breakfast, and dinner is pretty good, except there's a lack of vegetables. Over here we have juices, fruits with lots of options to choose from, which were always freshly cut every so and then. Some different flavors of juice and milks. Some acai yogurt bowls. Some yogurt from a carton and jellos. As well as cereal, which me and my brother like to take and go for the hotel room while we wait for our parents to get ready for dinner to snack on. Over here we have nachos, I think, or like guac, which I've never tried, but I'm sure it's good. Over here's bacon, sausages, hash browns, scrambled eggs, which were all pretty good. Then we have French toast, some other options, which were all really good. Over here's the bread. The bread was honestly amazing, and I always grabbed it. Over here's some jam, butter, cream cheese, all the necessities you need. Then there's some pre-made sandwiches to go, as well as a toaster and a bunch of pastries. Sadly, I forgot to record the waffles and the pancakes, which were like the main part of like the buffet, which were delicious. So I'm sorry, but they just look like pancakes and waffles you would find anywhere. The donuts were really good as well. Just don't eat too much or else you have a stomach ache. There was lots of seats, which was good because then there was no lineup. I've never seen a lineup when we went because we woke up early because we're early birds. But if you're a late bird, you might wait a little line, like 10-20 minutes. They give you a beeper and you sit down. Now we're upstairs where the shows are located, as well as an a la carte restaurant. You have to get there really early, like 7:30, because it starts at 8, or else you're waiting this kind of line. Now let's move on to the pools. The pools, in my opinion, were one of my favorite places to go because it was nice and refreshing when it was nice out. Unfortunately, the day I took this was their last day, and it wasn't the best day. It was foggy and rainy, but it was still nice, warm, and humid to relax in the pool. There are lots of space around, lounge chairs, lots of towels to choose from, a lot of pools. There's a volleyball net, there's activities always going around, and this was one of my favorite parts. It's a snack bar with lots of options like fries, some other kind of fries, chicken, sauces, nachos. And I also really liked the bridges because they were waterfalls and I would love to chase my brother in them. Also, there are some really nice bartenders here who gave delicious drinks and made them really beautiful, as well as some seats underneath. And over here, my favorite part, where do I start? It's so fast and it was just honestly amazing. It's a white water slide inside. Normally, you just go up and you'd wait. The lifeguard is super duper kind and chatty. There's also a bunch of palm trees, lots of scenery, so it's beautiful, as well as the pool. Just absolutely refreshing. Now let's move on to the beach. The beach was absolutely stunning, but the day I took this, like I said, was not the best weather, but that's okay. It didn't stop me from going in. There are lots of fishes, which I absolutely loved. Me and my brother are so into these like creatures, and it was just a so fun experience. Bring your goggles, trust me. It was never too deep for me and my brother, which was amazing because there was no waves, you couldn't go too far, and it's safer for your kids and you. I tried to get a video of the fishes, but sadly I couldn't, but don't worry, I'm sure there will be fishes. Other than that, the beach was absolutely stunning with lots of seashells we collected. You guys should too because it's absolutely stunning. Now the water park. Oh my gosh, the water park was my favorite. When we entered, you would get in and they would give you towels. There's also these racing slides and a white and blue slide that drop you kinda. And sadly, when we went, they weren't open because they're under work, but it didn't stop us from having fun. The race ones, you can go with your family from any age from 5 to 60. I'm not sure the age restriction, but there's a bar here, there's a little pool to hang out, and then there's these slides. Sadly, the yellow and red one were not open because they weren't working, but everything else was open and it was super duper fast and fun. I hope you guys have a great time at this water park too. The water was never too cold, neither was it never too warm. It was perfect. Just for an example, this is what the beach looked like on our first day, which was super duper sunny, and I absolutely loved it. The sand was sometimes hot, and there were also hermit crabs. Now let's move on to the Vibe City. The Vibe City is located near the water park, which has lots of activities to do, food, a bunch. I didn't hang out here, so I honestly don't know what it's like, but I would go here for a rainy day. There's a playground, obbies, some trampoline park, which seems super duper fun, as well as a laser tag, mania, with this really cool area. I never really went inside, but from the outside, it seems very fun. This was the gaming lounge. I don't have permission to go in, but it seemed pretty cool from the outside. This is the bowling alley. Sadly, it was closed, so I couldn't really tour from down, but from above, it looked really fun as well. Here was Kids Club. Kids Club looked absolutely humongous and fun. Now it's time for the room tour. When you walk in, on the right side, you have an ironing board, an iron, and some hangers. On the other side of the board, you have a safe, hangers, and lots of space for your shoes. On the left side, you have your washroom. The washroom was surprisingly big. From pictures, it didn't look so big, but it was surprisingly big. Over here, they provide shampoo, conditioner, body wash that are all vegan free. Over here, you have shelves, and every room comes with 4 towels. There's also 2 sinks, so you and your brother don't fight. Or sister. Over here, we have these beautiful wind shields that I could spy on my family whenever I wanted if I was in the washroom. Over here, I have a private washroom. Now, this is where you put your luggage storage, 3 shelves, just to put your clothes. Over here is the main part of the room. Over here, you got 2 slippers, 3 shelves that provide peanuts, snacks, 2 big water bottles, espresso machine, I could think, and just storage for your stuff. Surprisingly, over here we have a bathtub, but we just used it as storage for our suitcases. Over here you have 2 double beds, which are very comfortable, and the sheets were always clean. Over here you have an iPad that's always fully charged that tells you the time, what's going on, all the events, when's what. Then over here you have a TV and a little dining table just to hang out. Over here is our view. Our view was absolutely spectacular. I loved it, in my opinion. Maybe some others won't, but I did. There are 2 chairs and a hammock. The hammock was super duper cool, and I really wish I come back to this resort again. Sadly, this time there were no iguanas, reptiles. If you haven't watched the other video, watch it now. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoy your vacation at Hard Rock Riviera Maya. Please subscribe, like this video, and have a great day for more reviews. Bye!